hair is so crunchy. I don't know if I like it. I don't think I should have put in the texture spray that I did, but it is what it is. Hello. It is Sunday. Anyway, so today I wanted to update you guys on what I've gotten done in the last handful of days because it was a crazy week. It was a bit of a crazy week. I got CPI trained this past week on Thursday, and then it's been crazy. But I have tomorrow off, so we're gonna hopefully get some stuff done tomorrow. So anyway, I did finish The Battle Drum this week by Saara El-Arifi. I did my reread of it. So that's done. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Now I am prepared to be able to go into the ending fire at some point this month, or maybe in November, depending on how the rest of this month goes. But I also started a couple things. I started Razorblade Tears by Cosby. Haven't really gotten that far into it, but this one picks up right basically after the death of these two men's sons who were together, basically, and the dads basically are deciding to figure out what they're going to do about their sons being dead, and like how they're going to go after whoever did it, all these things. The next one I started was The Good Daughter, which apparently this is a reread for me. I checked on Goodreads, and I guess I read this back in 2020, but I have no memory of it whatsoever. I don't even recognize, the story that is going on with this. So it's going to be like I'm reading this for the first time, which, fair play. I know I've read some Karen Slaughter books, and I know a few of the ones I've read, but I did not think I've read this one as of yet. So this one is for an Aurelium read that I needed to read last month. And then the last thing I started up is Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. This one I've been a little on the fence of. During my sprints on Friday, I was saying that, I don't care for the writing of this, and I feel like that's what's really making it hard for me to want to enjoy this. But I'm only 50 pages into it. I want to give it more of a chance before I fully decide to DNF it. And who knows? I think at this point where I'm at, where it's after the main event, the main murder happens within this, and we're kind of working our way back up to the present. It's gonna get better. The main mystery is gonna actually be involved, which is more about 40 years later after this event. Something comes up that then sends one of the final girls within this unfortunate accident to figure out what really happened and figure out something in regards to the killer that there was within her incident. But I don't know, I'm not a fan of the writing. I'm not a fan of the way that it's kind of very, not blasé, but very just strict, I guess is the way I want to say it. It just doesn't feel like there's really any emotion going into it. There's not really any connective aspects to it that I would have expected from something that's going to be about a girl that, or a woman that experienced a horrible tragedy and is 40 years later figuring out a lot of the background stuff that's going on within that incident. So I don't know. We're going to keep trucking through it, see how I feel, but that's basically what I've got going on right now is those 3 books. I am kind of thinking that I'm going to get myself in the middle of a bunch of books because I have a lot of books I want to read, and I need to get my butt going with them because I haven't really started a lot of stuff. And it's the 13th of the month, so I have got to get my butt in gear when it comes to reading. So, but anyway, that's basically it for this update. I'll update again a little bit later, and because I have tomorrow off, I'm going to hold off on editing this video until tomorrow when I have my time off, and then I can just get this out as soon as possible on Monday, and I have hopefully a little bit more updates for everybody. So anyway, I will check in with you guys a little bit later when I've made some progress in my books. Oh, stop it. I swear, these boys bark at anything that goes next to the house, whether it's a flying leaf, a squirrel, another dog, a person, it don't matter. If anybody passes the house, they gotta bark at them. Just gotta put those things in their place. Also, this is day 2 of all that stuff I put in my hair, and I think I actually like it a lot more. For some reason, it was really crunchy for a while, but then it chilled itself out a little bit by the time I went to bed last night, and this is day 2. and I really like it. I'm so glad I got this haircut because this is like exactly what I wanted with my hair when I was a teenager, and I could never get it to look this way, and I love it. Anyway, so, oh hi Bubba's. Oscar, do you want to say hi to the peoples? Do you want to say hi to the peoples in the camera? No, he's busy looking outside. Come here. Come say hi to the peoples. He says, no mom, just scratch my butt. That's all I want. But I can't even reach him. Anyway, so there's a Dougie now. Dougie, do you want to say hi to the peoples? Look up here. Say hi to the peoples. Say hello. It's like, what? Say hi to who? Who am I saying hi to? Anyway, so reading yesterday did not pan out at all. I battled with a headache most of the night last night, so that did not happen. The goal going into this next week is to obviously get a lot of stuff read and get a lot of stuff moving and grooving and shaking and, you know, stuff like that. So we're gonna basically restart. It's currently Monday. I have the day off today, so I still need to edit this vlog. So this is gonna go out fairly late in the day, and I still have a lot of other stuff I have to do before I can even think about sitting down and reading for the night. Just what it is. I did not wake up until 10 to 1 o'clock in the afternoon today because I was battling a headache. Yeah, verging on a migraine, but I managed to kick that right out of me. Shortly after waking up by taking an Excedrin and eating something. So that helped, finally. And it also stopped raining for the most part, which was part of the reason why I had a headache, was because it was going to be off and on raining for the last couple of days because of things happening down south that are coming up toward the north. So yeah, that's kind of how it was. And then today I had to do a lot of training modules for work, which count for personal development hours, which is great, which means I can make a couple extra dollars here for the fact that I wasn't going to be making anything today because it was not a sanctioned holiday for our holiday hours as a para. But I made a couple extra bucks being able to do all of those. It took me about a little more than 2.5 hours, so that's nice. I can add that to my PD for this next paycheck, which is great, which I'll get paid at the end of the month. But anyways, with all that being said, I've had coffee and I'm all of a sudden super hyper for some reason, even though it normally doesn't do that to me. I guess I'm just feeling better. So my goal for next week is to get through more of Razorblade Tears and finish that. Hopefully finish Bright Young Women, and also finish, what else am I working on? The Good Daughter. I also want to be able to start The Ending Fire, start The Weavers of Alamoxa, oh, and start The Gods Below. That was the other one, which is this month's book club pick for Brandy's Patreon book club. The Ending Fire was last month's. I want to read that still. And then The Gods Below is this month's. So I want to get a lot of stuff done. Whether or not that's going to happen, I have no freaking idea. But the biggest thing is that I now have more time in my weeks. First of all, this week I don't have anything to do in terms of schoolwork because it's our mid-year break, basically mid-semester break. I don't start my next class until next week. Second of all, I'm done with tutoring for the foreseeable future. I don't have to tutor anymore because the kid that I tutor, his parents found out about an after-school program that is more dedicated to him, that is going to give him more opportunities to do what he needs to do for his classes, which is much better than I'm going to be able to provide for him, which is fantastic. I'm super excited for him. I'm super happy for him and his parents that they found something that is school-oriented, that'll align more with what he's currently doing in his classes, that is going to make it easier for him to, you know, get caught up. I was basically doing what I could with what I had and basically floundering every single session so that I could at least get him to do something, whether it was aligned to what he was doing in class or not. So that makes me a lot happier for him, is a lot less stress for me, and it frees me up by about 2 hours a week. So I can actually like not feel like twice a week that I'm scrambling to get stuff done and, you know, do stuff every single night. I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. I am planning on getting a lot of stuff done hopefully this next week, especially since I don't have as much going on this week other than work, and so I can just kind of focus on getting some more stuff done. If you guys didn't know, I do have an Etsy store where I sell wax melts and candles and other kind of witchy goodies and stuff like that. You can check out. It is down below in the description. I also have a Patreon where you can support me in other ways and get access to other kinds of content and weekly updates, almost daily updates basically, of what I'm doing and how things are going and what I'm working on. So if you want to support me in that way, it is also listed down in the description for you. And otherwise, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already and you'd like to be able to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that button down below and subscribe, become an owlet in our flock, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys.